So now we get to the part about why you may be failing. Why are things just not working for you? And this is kind of a very hard one. It's a hard pill to swallow because none of us want to be told that we're doing things wrong. But I know myself that even when I am interacting with people, even when I am posting myself, I get this wrong so many times. I have to go back and reassess it all the time. The first one is that you're going in with no defined strategy. You're actually not sure what you should be doing. It's a little bit like in the old days, we used to place adverts in the local Caxton newspaper. Those of you that are local will understand. For example, you'd put it in the Rosebank News or whatever, and you'd be so scared if you didn't do it that you wouldn't get a response. So you'd go and pay the money and you'd do it. And the response was pretty mediocre. Very few times could you actually run an ad that got a great response. It needed to really stand out from the crowd. I only ran one really good advert in a local newspaper. When I was living in George, I had a restaurant in George, and those of you that know George knows that you cannot see the sea from anywhere in George. There are too many mountains, trees, and valleys between you. And I had built a deck. And what I did was I ran an advert that said, Real and Rustic's new deck, now with a view of the big blue sea. And on the wall opposite, I painted the letter C very big and in blue. And I still have pictures and people still remind me of it. And people came from all over George just to prove me wrong, to prove that you couldn't see the sea. And I would take them out on the deck and I'd say, when I phoned my advert into the newspaper and I said the big blue sea, they must have misunderstood me. So for all the ads I ever ran, that's probably the only one that really worked for me because I did have a defined strategy at that particular time. The next reason why you might be failing is you're actually posting boring content. The stuff that you're posting is not what people want to see. Now, this is a conversation I have with my clients all the time. I talk to them about blogging and the importance of blogging, and they said to me, you know, Mark, I've been blogging for months and months and months. I get no reaction. Nobody writes, nobody likes my blogs. Nobody reposts them. No one comments on them. And I just sit there and I say, it's because you're posting cuck. And those of you that don't understand the word cuck, it's a very South African word, and it means you're not posting quality of a very high level. So please be careful. Stop posting boring content. Also, a lack of quality images and videos is another reason why you're not getting the kind of reaction that you really would like to do. You need to spend the time, spend the investment, go find images, go make the images, whatever it takes, do that. And then another reason why you might be failing is you're actually offering no value to your audience or your customer. There's no reason for them to follow you. There's no reason for them. And as I said, this is a hard pill to swallow because every now and again, I'll go and post something and I really thought I'd researched carefully. I thought I'd done nicely. And all of a sudden I realized, wow, Mark, obviously what I thought was not what they were thinking at that particular time. And then finally, once again, I'm coming back to this undefined target market. You have to understand how important it is to define your target market for every single thing that you do. Even when I wrote the copy for the advert for this particular thing, I knew who my target market was. My target market are business owners who believe they are at least dipping their toe into social media and are not getting the kind of returns that they wanted. And I wanted to speak particularly to that target market. I'm not speaking to people that are running their own YouTube channels and e-commerce sites, whatever. They're up there with something else.